Hello, my Virgo friends. I am Maggie, Elemental Empress, here to do your reading from July the 7th until July the 14th, 2018. I have here the Tarot of the Tattoo Age, and I'm going to be pulling one card to oversee your reading. I'm going to do a general spread and a love spread after this. Okay. Alright, so we got the Four of Wands. Beautiful. I love this card. It reminds me of like Mardi Gras, right? But it's about your stability, your security in the world. It can be about celebrations, right? So this is where the little band thing comes in, but absolutely about celebrations, weddings, things like that. So beautiful. Okay, so I have here the Deviant Moon Tarot, because you have a crazy new moon in your 11th house that also happens to be a partial solar eclipse. But we're going to backtrack a little bit before that. You have Venus moving into your sign. Beautiful, right? So Venus going through your sign. It can be a little bit more practical in Virgo than where it was just in Leo. You know, more about, you know, getting things done on a practical level and making things beautiful, right? So then we have Jupiter is finally going to be going direct on the 12th, and it has been about 5 months that it has been, you know, making us look inward about things that, you know, with siblings, with you know, what's going on in our town, our area, what we do with our hands, you know. So, you know, it could be what you do for work too, right? So if you work with your hands, like I work with my hands. So, but this crazy new moon / partial solar eclipse also happens to be on the 13th in your 11th house. So very nice. Of social groups, of large businesses, of, you know, social media, things like that. It is, it's an opposition to Pluto. So with opposition to Pluto, it's all about transformation and things like that. And it could have to do with your social groups and all that, big business, the internet, everything like that, what I just said, right? So, friend groups too. So, it also has 2 grand trines, which is amazing. Same day, right? One in Earth. So, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn has, Virgo has Venus, Taurus has Uranus, and Capricorn has Saturn, right? Saturn, Pluto, right? So, and then we have Jupiter that just turned direct in the 3rd house. Then we have Neptune in Pisces and its rulership. And we have the Sun and the Moon in Cancer in your 11th house. So these things are going to be affecting us for the next 6 months. So nice. Okay. Alright. So what's going on here? You have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. I like this better in the reverse, right? So it's an end to something. The 10 of Swords is also the Sun in Gemini, right? So let's check you guys out. Alright, so in the foundation, which is also affecting you now, you have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords here is talking about, you know, a new beginning in truth. A new beginning with, you know, your thought process, right? Okay, so let's check it out. The recent past, we have the 5 of Wands in the reverse, so very nice. The 5 of Wands in the reverse is, you know, we're not fighting anymore, so that's really positive. Okay. Alright, so what's crowning you right now is the Lovers in reverse. So yes, it can be, you know, rough times inside of a relationship. It can actually be the breakup of a relationship. It is Gemini. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, you know, they may be out of whack, right? Okay. Alright, so then you have the Page of Pentacles. So, new beginning in work, new beginning in school, things like that. If you are the younger Virgo in this situation particularly, doesn't matter how old you are, but if you're younger, this could be you, right? In the upright and looking good. Alright, so in the past, you have the sign of Sagittarius. You have the Temperance card. Here she's in the upright. Right, but she is in the reverse, so some impatience happening within your home. It looks not so rough, but putting like an end to argumentative energy, possibly within your own relationship, and shutting that down right about now with a new way of thought moving forward, and maybe even another approach to how you're doing things practically, like going to school, or changing jobs, or starting something different with your work. Right, so let's check it out. I have the Santa Morta tarot cards here from my Virgo friends. And absolutely, the Page of Pentacles can be another earth sign, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that is younger to you. Okay. Alright, so what ended is something with the King of Pentacles. So this could absolutely be you if you are the male Virgo energy. This could also be a male business owner, right? So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, male energy here, that something ended with. Okay. Alright, so with the Ace of Swords, you have the Hangman in reverse. So, something that was stewed on, ruminated on for a long time. Like, the Hangman hangs himself up there until he finds that light. So the Hangman in reverse has found it, ready to say something, and did say something with that Ace of Swords there. Okay, so let's check out this Five of Wands in the reverse. Alright, so you have the Fool. So, it is the sign of Aries, right? So no longer fighting with an Aries. No longer fighting brings you to a new beginning. So that's really positive, right? Okay, so let's check out this Lover's card in the reverse, sign of Gemini, maybe some rocky relationship shenanigans. Alright, so, yeah, so you have the Justice card in reverse. So, yeah, you could be dealing with a Libra as well. This person, your other, like this person, may have some legal issues. So the person within the relationship may have some legal issues. You could be dealing with divorce situations, right? Trying to get that done and over with. And it could be with this King of Pentacles here if you are not represented by the King of Pentacles. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, male energy, right? Okay, so with the Page of Pentacles, there's some kind of anxiety, worry that comes along with this person. And if you are this person, if you are the younger Virgo in the situation, then you have some kind of anxiety attached to this situation. There's some kind of worry that you have. We'll pull another one here for you guys. Hold on. Yeah, so the Eight of Swords. So you can be worried about, somebody withdrawing from the relationship. You're really trapped in your head about this. And, the Nine of Swords here definitely talks about, trapped in their head. And for some of you, you may actually be dealing with, like, a jail type of situation because the Eight of Swords, if you're worried about that, right? So you can be worried about someone, in your close vicinity going to jail, right? So, that's a heavy spot to leave it on. So let's check it out. Alright, so, yeah, so it's something that you feel is coming, right? And you can be worried about this person if it's a younger to you, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that is being, like, taken out of the situation, and you're like intuiting that, because Virgo is very, very psychic sign, because the High Priestess is actually the Virgo Pisces axis, so feeling that this person is pulled out of the sign, right, pulled out of the equation, and it just has a lot of worry with it, but something that you felt was going to happen, right? So, yeah, so you have the Knight of Cups, so there's an offer coming through about it anyway, so that's where we're going to leave it. And then the Temperance card, you have the Moon, right? So you might be dealing with the sign of Sag at this new moon event here, this solar eclipse, right? You could be dealing with somebody who's a sign of Sag, or you could be, very impatient with this situation. And if you do not have, if you are not the male Virgo, right, and the King of Pentacles is not the representative of you, I'm not really seeing my Virgos here, unless you're represented by the Page of Pentacles. But this could be a situation that is truly outside to you, it has to do with a lot of people and possibly, the legal system, right? But it's coming to an end, and it looks a little bit tough. So you know, forewarned, forearmed. It has to do with, like, the people that you care about, the people that, you know, bring you your four walls of security, stability, you know, in the world. So it doesn't have to be, like, just your home, right? It's how you feel about things in your world. Are you stable in your world? And that's what it's talking about, you know? Okay, so for my Virgos, we have the Whispers of Love Oracle deck for my Virgo singles. Love makes a difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So, absolutely, you know, like, it could be talking about you needing to love yourself more, you know, for my single Virgos. And once you love yourself, you can attract people that will love you for who you are, right? Okay, so I have here the Tarot of Dreams by Cairo Marchetti for my single Virgos. This is the only part where I really put Venus to. And congratulations on your Venus return if you're using your Venus, because it's going into Virgo. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords here. So, younger to you, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or actual just, you know, information coming out. Right? But you're absolutely welcome to use your Sun, Moon, or Rising. Just whatever you're resonating with the most. Okay. Alright, so you have the Tower, so sign of Scorpio. So something happening, you either getting news of something happening and, you know, the Tower falls for somebody, for you, for someone else, right? Could be a Scorpio, right? But it could be a younger to you Aquarius, Libra, Gemini as well. Okay, so the Tower falls and then there's a delayed new beginning, because the aces always, for me anyway, resonate with their octaves, so they will turn up. So something is going to happen where, you know, it needs to be rebuilt, and you will get a new beginning out of it, but it's delayed. I apologize for my throat, by the way. There's all kinds of allergens. Okay. I have here the Nine of Wands in the reverse, so, you know, not wanting to fight about it anymore. It looks like somebody that you may have gone through quite a bit of things with, because, you know, that's how we got here, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So not wanting to deal with, you know, people's situations that you had to deal with in the past, right? Right, so I have here the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, my Virgo friends, my single Virgo friends. Alright, so this news, whether it's cold or not, was meant to be. Right? Because you have the flowers, the lilies here. And the lilies is, you know, it talks about something that was meant to be. Alright, so the Tower falls, because, you know, looking deeper at it, so, you know, because this could just be like, you find out somebody's lying or something like that, right? So, while looking deeper at the situation, this Tower falls, right? So, but you're anchored, waiting for this new beginning, right? So the anchor brings like stability to a situation, but it's about waiting for something to happen. Yeah, and you don't want to have to fight anymore in order to make bridges, to mend bridges, to move forward, right? So here it looks like, you know, things are a little bit delayed. If you're waiting on something, if you're waiting for someone to come around, if it's, you know, whether it's, you know, someone that you really care about or it's family, right? It looks like something's delayed, but there is a Tower situation that, you know, people didn't see coming, but you got some word about it first. Okay, so let's check out my Virgo couples. Alright. Whispers of Love Oracle once more. Okay, get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. And it doesn't matter if you've been with someone for 20 years or 20 minutes. This is very true. Okay, but check it out. Super pretty, just like all of these cards. Okay. Tarot of Dreams once more. My Virgos. My Virgo couples. Oh. There's been a lot of, like, Tower incidents coming through, because that Pluto in opposition to the eclipse, right, is pretty Tower-esque, right? Alright, so we have the Palace of Coins in the reverse. So, yes, this can be your home, and yes, you can feel like you're not making enough money. You can feel like there's unrest in your home, right? Okay, so, you know, you have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is something that it's taken quite a long time to move forward, right? Okay, and then you have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So, you know, dropping burdens that you're carrying. And Virgos, for the most part, we can, I say we because I'm a Virgo sun, but we can, you know, go around carrying everybody's burdens and trying to take care of everyone else, right? Alright, so we have the Palace of Wands, too. This is how we got here. So, you know, you could be dealing with people outside of your relationship, or you could be living apart from your other, right? So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian home, and the Palace of Coins, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, probably Virgo we're talking about here. And it's taken a long time to be able to drop this burden that has to do with, you know, this other household. So it could be moving forward, you know, and moving in together, right? Or it could be, you know, that you as a couple have already moved in together, but you're dealing with someone else who is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, and it's taken a long time to deal with this person, these people, and it looks like the end of this time here that you'll be able to drop it. So that's really beautiful. Alright, so let's check it out further here with the Gilded Reverie Lenormands once more. My Virgos. Alright, so, you know, with the Palace of Coins in the reverse, you know, we have the Fox. So, the Fox, you know, is about being sneaky, about being stealthy, about outsmarting people. So you could be dealing with someone from a fire sign household that you're trying to outsmart, right? Even though the fire sign household, the Palace of Wands, is in the upright, it may not, you know, be that way. It could be just how, like a facade, how it looks, right? Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, with the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Moon. So this could absolutely be talking about this moon cycle and things about to change at the moon cycle, because the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is the Jupiter card, right? So, and then with the moon there, and then when we always get these moon cycle stuff and the moon pops out, I always put it to that, right? But there's going to be something changing in this, this energy, right? Yeah, so, you know, dropping your burdens, we have the Anchor card, right? So when you drop these burdens that, you know, is caused by the other household, whether it be you that, you know, wants to move in with this person, or you're actually dealing with another household, like, maybe like a kid's father or something like that, you know, kid's mother, but you can drop this burden and you're anchored, and it's about, like, being stable, right? So right now, like, in the recent past anyway, there was, you know, you weren't able to be stable because of this situation, right? And then with the Palace of Wands, we have the Clouds. So there's some kind of delusion. It could be, you know, not being able to see, and also, you know, there could be, you know, alcohol addiction, drug addiction, things like that in this household, right? So I'm getting, like, a couple of different stories here, but one definitely has to do with, you know, another home, like, being a problem for you to be able to move forward, to be able to find your stability within the world. Alright, so if you like that, then please like, share, and subscribe, my Virgo friends. And if you'd like to get a reading with me, then just check me about below. Bye now.